I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? It seems like every day it's something else. Sometimes you'll have to do things by yourself, 'cause I can't do it all for you. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? Will you go find someone else when you need some help? Will you tell them that they're doing it wrong? Well, I guess that's how it is. I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? I don't know who needs to hear this, but know that someday it will get better. I know life sucks sometimes, I don't always like mine, but I know that someday it will get better. I will not forget that night at Subterranean. It was summertime and it was raining. I was headed down the block to pay the meter for my car. That's when I saw the sad girl in the rain. I don't know who needs to hear this, but know that someday it will get better. I know life sucks sometimes, I don't always like mine, but I know that someday it will get better. She was crying, real tears were streaming down her face. I could tell that she was in so much pain. So I reached out for a hug and she came in and snuggled up. I told her everything will be better someday. I don't know who needs to hear this, but know that someday it will get better. I know life sucks sometimes, I don't always like mine, but I know that someday it will get better.
Happy fucking Wednesday. How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
Hey. Wednesday again.
Nice.
Wednesday.
So, being as I mentioned it last week, the missus did get on top of it. The
nice.
The Easter shit is official. So, well played, Adam. I just caught that. Shit. So, the Easter donation shit is going live. Those of you want, I just put the link out there to her Facebook post for her couponing page. There are links in there for Walmart and I think Amazon, where she's made gift lists, and there's a couple bikes on each. So if it's something you just want to buy a bike and donate, feel free. You always have that you can do, or you can make donations directly to her or to me. My PayPal's in the description below. Hers is on her Facebook group there, right under that specific link. And then that specific link is also linked in the description as well, so it's out there for everyone to use. I want to make sure I get that out there right at the beginning of the show, so anybody who watches the first 5-10 minutes, at least that's there for them. At some point next month, I will be getting together a Saturday show, because I did talk to Fresh on last week Thursday, because for those of you who don't know, and in case you missed it, you should probably go back and watch last week Thursday's I'm No Joe episode, as Fresh was the special guest on there, and we had a little fisticuffs in the pit there, which was really nice. So that's out there, but we are going live on the bike. The goal this year is more than 26, or as the missus put it in her Facebook post, 27 plus. So that's I think that's like the premium version of 26. I don't know. Yeah, who's out there? Let's see. Adam, you beat Dave here again? Jesus Christ. Dave, you're slacking over there, buddy.
I was sleeping.
Fair enough. You're gonna get that beauty rest when you can, right?
Oh, okay. I need a lot of beauty rest.
I didn't say it, you said it. Let's see, Swag's out there, Giz is out there, Not Joe. It's apparently a meat popsicle. And then, yes, Eddie, where is the meter's money? Paul.
He's got a lot more money now that he doesn't.
Where's my money?
Just saying.
Tim's out there in chat. Bick
Probably
is out there. Cassie. So, yeah, so I'm excited this year. 27 bikes or more. And well done on the missus. If you go and read the entirety of her post, she also put in there, if anybody knows a bike shop owner, feel free to have them contact us. Well done. That's all out there and ready to go. But then, like I said,
be a huge tax write-off for any shop that wants to jump on board with that shit.
Yep.
Given to local charity.
Yeah, it doesn't look so bad either, for the shop.
I was gonna say, and it's a good look. Yeah, it's definitely a good fucking look. It's the best free publicity you can get.
And as we've started it, now I'm going to go ahead and reach out to a couple of them that I know of locally, see if we can get any of them to donate anything. I know the hard part for them is because we're not an LLC or anything like that, or a not-for-profit organization. They might be a little hesitant, but, what's the worst they can do is tell us fucking no. I mean, it is what it is if they tell us no. Not worried about it if they do.
That, and you have an actual fucking social worker as a fucking reference.
Yeah.
To verify your history of doing this. So it's not like you're just coming out of nowhere. Like, you have an actual certified social worker that can verify this. So. Yeah,
and that's the big thing is she's been doing the donation things damn near since we moved into this house. So about almost 8 years now.
7 years, yeah.
So, I mean, she's knocking it out of the park, and just in the last 4 years is when I decided I need to start adding bikes into this, because I thought bikes were a fucking good thing. I think the first year we only did like 4 or 5, because I never mentioned it on here. It was just something we did. And then the following year we did 12 or 13. Then last year 26. this year I want to do more than 26. I want to have to freeze my fucking knuckles off at the end of February putting together bikes so they can get the fuck out of my house to somebody else's.
We should be able to get at least 27 this year, I think.
That's the goal. Like I said, do one super weekend show where even if it means I have to sit for 4 or 5 hours on the weekend, I don't care. If I have to miss part of fights for this one, I'll miss part of fights for this one because this one's much better for everybody rather than just a couple of fights that I'm going to miss that I can go back and rewatch the replays if they're worth it.
We also pulled 26 together coming out of the pandemic, too.
Yeah.
Things have started to normalize a little more since the last time we did one of these. I'm pretty certain we could pull 27 here.
That's what I'm hoping, just because the more kids that get bikes, the happier I am. Not that I'm a very happy individual, but, you know.
Take it where you get it.
It's one of those few times that my Grinch heart will actually grow. Because it ain't at Christmas time. Except for watching my son cry when he gets an Oculus. That was fucking epic.
It's one of my favorite quotes ever. Society never truly prospers until old men plant trees under the shade of which they know they will never live.
That's it, too.
You don't do it for you. You do it for them. They have to keep it going once you're gone.
Yep, and look, I told everybody here before, we're not a fucking... This is a single income household. We don't do this because we have a lot of extra money, because we don't. We do this on the kindness of everyone else. I mean, yeah, we throw some of our own money at it, but we don't have a lot to throw. I mean, sometimes there's not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Robbing Peter to pay Paul sometimes.
Right.
I passed along your wife's link to my the president of my company.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
He's an ex-Marine. We'll see if he'll do anything.
If he does, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you never know.
Who knows? Maybe he'll donate like 500 Canadian, which will come out to like $2.75 here. I mean, $2.75. So you know that wicked fucking exchange rate.
He lives down in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, he lives in Florida. Jesus.
Florida.
Oh well, then he ain't sending me no Canadian monies. Yes, please send me the 500 American. That'd be great. Although I want one hand shit in the other one and see which one fills up first. But like I said, on her link there is some stuff where there's links where you can just buy some of the goods that will help fill some of the baskets. I don't know how much she's added to it yet because she just created it in the last couple of days, but I know eventually
quite a bit on the Amazon one.
I wouldn't doubt it because Amazon's easy for everybody, so
a lot of good shit
on Prime these days.
I haven't even looked at the list. I just grabbed it and went.
Looking at it right now.
I know she said she put some bikes from both Amazon and the one from Walmart on there, so I was like, all right, that works.
I looked at the Walmart one too.
Huh.
Bikes are pretty affordable.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even if it's not one off that list and you wanna buy a bike and send it to me here, just let me know and I can private message you my address. I'm not gonna put it out on the web for everybody, but I will DM you my address if you want to have one shipped to me. But I think with Amazon link and the Walmart link there, you don't have to have our address because it'll automatically ship to us if you use those links. I think. At least I think that's how it is. What's happening, Toonie? And Bachelor, I see you popped in here.
Yo.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited about it now. The blood is starting to flow for that. Yes, you do. That's right. You keep that to yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to lace your house with welders. But no, the bike thing, though, in all seriousness, though, that's one, like I've said for the last couple of years, that one's a near and dear to my heart thing, because that's something I'm always excited about, for the little kids, because the little kid in me always got a bike at Easter, so I want to pass that tradition to other little kids. You get a new bike at Easter time, because that's about when the snow starts to melt and you can really fucking let her rip. Yeah, Tim, they may or may not be working, but you'll get free ones. If not, they'll be at least the solid metal boxes of which have no guts in them.
Yeah,
Also, I don't plan on mixing anything tonight, but I will come up with a recipe. But also, anybody, like I said, who wants to come up with a little PDF file or something we can share via like Instagram or anything, feel free to make one up. You can include the missus information on there. You can include mine. Just shit about bikes, whatever. I mean, for me, it's the bike thing. That's my big drive. But hers is like the Easter baskets, the food donations, and all of that. So, I mean, if it's your list, she plans on giving meals for families for a week to 10 different families, 1 to 200 individual fucking Easter baskets. Yeah, there'll be a lot to do around here. There you go, Tim. It's also in the description.
Oh, hits from the bong. Jesus.
Hi,
Yeah, Socorro,
Socorro.
how are your fucking injuries? Jesus.
What does she do?
She's all messed up. If she wants to talk about it, she can, but...
Fair enough.
She's,
Yeah, I think, maybe in regards to bicycles, maybe I'll come up with a donut recipe since donuts can be round. Wheels. We'll start there. We'll frame it out from there.
Yeah. Holy crap. That's kind of already where I was going today with my recipe.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I think a donut recipe actually sounds really fucking good. Maybe I will mix. I haven't made a donut in a while. But what kind of donut do we want? Do we want savory or sweet?
That's the question, isn't it?
Ooh. Well, hopefully it wasn't the MRSA kind of fucking infection. Oh, you guys will get a kick out of this. So, at work today, while I'm reviewing fucking medical documents, can't give you a name, but I can tell you what fucking happened. Joe Blow is moving the crane on a crane truck, not paying attention. And the fucking ball hook at the end, swinging around all wildly, and he's out in the open. Smacks him in the self with the back with the fucking ball hook.
Oh God!
Not paying attention.
Didn't take his head off.
No,
Die
it
that
said
way.
fucking. It said depressed cranial fracture. Dude lived. He's still
He
alive.
got cyborged in the back instead of the front.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, skull crush, but it
I'm like,
fucking
dude, you
reflected
should
in
be-
so they could salvage.
If you're running a crane, you should be knowing where your shit is at all times.
Always.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. A depressed skull fracture. And I was like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. And it happened while he was working, so the best part is the health plan is not going to pay his fucking claims. Because it's got to go through his work comp first. Otherwise, that's just going to sit there and the dude's going to be fucked up and DTD'd for the rest of his life.
Jesus.
Or fucked up and DTD and broke for the rest of his life because he's trying to pay off
Headache ball.
millions of dollars in fucking hospital bills. It didn't say what his prognosis was as far as long-term recovery on there. It just gave a brief overview of what was going on at the time. But I have to... I mean, According to the health plan, he was still alive, though, because they had not termed his policy, so he had to still be alive at the point, because otherwise they term the policy from day to death.
Yeah, but can you imagine the health issues that guy's going to have for the rest of his life if he lives?
Yep.
He probably won't, because that's right near his brainstem, right?
Yeah, because they said right up in here, so your brainstem sits right about right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he wasn't far off from there. Probably gonna learn how to walk again and a bunch of other fun shit.
Maybe.
Best case scenario.
Hey, he might wake up playing the piano. Who knows?
Hey, he might be speaking a foreign language too. I've heard of some shit like that.
Speaking Chinese, yeah.
I've never been to China, but I can speak it.
Right?
My keyboard belligerent enough.
No. You're not keyboard belligerent, so you're still in good shape
you go
there.
Full gizzard mechanical, you're still in good range, I think.
I have a mechanical keyboard.
No,
it's just
Giz
they're not
was-
the loud boys.
Giz was 1980s. You work in an office mechanical keyboard.
Like, I got medium noisy on purpose, but not the clickiest ones. But I do like hearing it. Like, I missed that sound a lot. I just like the feel of it.
Kept his microphone next to the keyboard as opposed to his mouth, so it automatically.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I did that, that would be a problem with this microphone. Like if I did one of these, I don't even know if I can. It's so fucking tight. Oops.
Well, now you're getting there, and I say you're getting there because you're not quite.
You're like 80s receptionist volume at that point.
Yes, sir. I'll send him right in, sir. When you're done, bring me a bourbon, and I expect you to have a knee-length dress on.
Right. No, Mr. Jameson, no pictures of Peter today.
All right. Let's get this back to where we were.
The IBM battleship.
Excellent. Fucking magnificent.
Alright, let's come up with a donut recipe while I'm thinking about it here.
I just did.
I'm gonna go half and half on the donuts, I think.
Mine's because of Paul earlier, though. Just mentioned beignet. So I made a beignet base that people can do what they wish with.
Nice.
Now, are you talking New Orleans beignets, where you're throwing powdered sugar at everybody?
Oui, oui. You know it, TJ, you know.
What's happening, happy hippie?
It's really simple. I don't remember where to use powdered sugar one-on-one to make it taste powdered sugary, though. Is it 1 or 1.5? I think I'll do 1 1/4 and split the difference.
I was gonna say, I think when you start getting closer to like 1.5, it starts getting like icing-ish.
Who the fuck
Yeah,
is this not
keep it there,
working?
then.
ELR is being fucking weird.
Oh, it does. It does that.
No, like it's not wanting me to fucking create a recipe. Weird.
Oh, it's letting me.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, it's gotta be you, homie. ELR's giving you the finger today, my friend.
Yeah, because
I might not be making a recipe if ELR doesn't want to fucking cooperate.
creating a recipe.
Yeah, mine popped right up too.
Okay, I'm making a fucking flavors that I could grab easily recipe.
What the fuck?
Oh, by the way,
there we go,
beignet
finally.
base is just yellow cake from Flavor West at 1, crispy donut from Flavor at 1 1/4, powdered sugar at 1 1/4, super sweet to wherever you want it, and Zeppela at 4. It's literally it. I imagine that will do it. Fried fucking dough with powdered sugar. They're not fancy.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna get you pretty fucking close, so it's not gonna get you right there.
If you want to throw fruit at it or something like that, I would probably suggest it.
Well, that or I was thinking if you're trying to get that like crispy edge, you could add a little waffle to it.
Crisp waffle from SSA, 0.25 to 0.5, depending on how crispy you want it. Let's
little crusty edges. Yeah.
Or classic.
do that.
Add a touch of classic sponge cake.
I don't have any more of that.
For your gooey middle center.
So I can't. But crisp waffle though. I like this idea. At a quarter.
With the nice little crunchy edges of the donut.
Sakura, that just means you could be half step for a while then. You're not full step, you're just half step for the time being, that's all.
And there's our beignet base. I know Zeppel at 4 seems high to a lot of people, but I just really like it at 4%, and I just kind of always use it at that percentage if I really want to taste it. I do. Yeah, we were talking about that flavor, Tim, and then I was like, well, I don't have a beignet flavor on its own, so I'm gonna make one. It's like, it can't be that hard.
Yeah.
Then you could fucking splash it with some fruit syrup or fucking jams, or put fucking creams on it, whipped cream, fucking fill it with custard.
Sweet baby Jesus.
You could do cinnamon sugar instead of powdered sugar on that. I bet it'd be real nice.
Oh, yes.
Do a little bit of rich cinnamon and then a little bit of that cinnamon sugar from Cap Silverline. Fucking, that'd be delightful. With coffee in the morning? Oh my god.
That really sounds good right now.
Yeah, it'd be a good breakfast vape for sure.
Beignet base. I'll make it public. It's saving. 'Cause I'm saving all my love, yeah.
What'd you go, 4% on the Zepp in that fucking recipe?
Si, senor.
Crystal clear. Well, not so.
I like it to be a hearty boy.
It's a little stiffer than I think I'd put it, but hey, that works.
There it is.
Although, guess it depends. So, what else did you have thrown at it? Oh,
It's also public. I could just share it in chat. You can have it on your own screen.
and try and squeeze my fucking eyes on here so I don't mess up the broadcast.
It is in the chat. It is also
That
on my
actually
screen.
tastes good on knuckle.
I guess you could get away with Zip at 4 there. I'm gonna throw mine at 3.
You can always pull it back if you're sensitive to it. Some people are. I have numb sinuses and taste buds, so time to crank things up a little bit to fit my needs. I also like to vape shit right away too. I'm lazy. I don't like to steep. Yeah, I might make this just as is. I don't know.
Ooh. No.
It's gonna be crispy. It's not gonna be a very wet vape. That's why I would vape that with coffee for sure. Or add something else to it if you want it to be a little more damp. Some strawberry jam would probably be fucking really good with that.
Oh, I think you just hit the fucking... I know where we're going with this. Yeah. Baits.
I almost want to just take like 6% Swags Blueberry and throw it on this beignet.
Can't go wrong.
And some Huckleberry, of course. I kind of don't use blueberry without Huckleberry anymore. I think that would be really good, actually. Yeah, just a fuckload of blueberry. Blueberry beignet. Oh no, it might be nice. Alright, let me adapt this. We'll call it blue beignet. Oh, we'll call it bleu beignet. Keeping the français.
BLU.
Oui, oui.
Oops.
2.5 milligrams of the good stuff.
Let's go 1%. That sounds fantastic.
5 blueberry.
A strawberry donut with chocolate frosting.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. Shit, I don't know which one I have handy, or Huckleberry Raw or regular Huckleberry. I'm gonna put raw in. 0.5%? 0.5%, right? Sure. Yeah, because there's a lot of donuts in here. You want to fucking taste it. I'm also gonna do an old trick, maybe. I don't really want to jam it up though. I don't know if I want to jam these up.
Oh, man.
A little bit.
Oh.
Blackcurrant flavor art. 0.25%.
Not private and safe.
Little pinch. Alright, I'm definitely making this one.
Alright.
This,
Like I said, I'm not going to actually mix this, but here's the recipe. And tell me your thoughts on it.
Yeah. Yep. I've combined all 3 of those donuts together before, and it's really nice.
That's the word on the street, happy hippie.
Fuck them. Fuck them one-on-one can suck a dick.
Tell us how you really feel.
I go out of my way to not use one-on-one flavors now.
Looks pretty good.
Even though I do have a couple of fucking...
It's almost like charging $10 to $15 for a 30 ml of flavoring isn't a sustainable business plan or something.
You know, I don't mind paying it when shit is good, but when you get a shitty product, you can fuck right off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can't even keep your product consistent and you're still charging obscenely irate prices, that's not sustainable, man. It just isn't.
I guess I got lucky. I've always had good one-on-one strawberry jam.
Fuck that flavor.
I only ever bought it once. And my bottle was deep reddish maroon hue.
What'd you buy, like a 60 ml bottle of it?
A 30.
Yeah, I had a 30 ml bottle of it, but I went
very sparingly. Shit. Like, only when I'm fucking craving it. Or if somebody made, like, a really phenomenal looking recipe with it.
I swear to God, Paul, if you're pulling that off your shelf over there, I'm driving to Canada just to kick you in the dick.
Oh
Dick
no!
kick.
I'm
Look,
looking
Dick.
for,
Yes.
I'm looking for Vieto apricot.
Oh, attaboy.
Somebody was just calling it apricot. We were on a stream with somebody and they were saying apricot. It wasn't hippie. I'm sure he says apricot. I would bet a guitar that he says apricot.
There we go.
Who was saying it?
Who says apricot? That's fucking weird.
Well, if you're from the South.
Yeah.
But we weren't hanging with anybody that's from the South. Because hippie wasn't on with us this week.
Well, I guess, was it somebody from Europe?
No, it would have been on Tim's show.
Maybe Echo Dub.
It's Tribal Buddha.
Isn't he from, like, Philly? He says Beggle and
Yeah,
Buddha.
he's originally from Philly.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
See,
I
I
could just
was
tell.
thinking the possibility of it being someone European, because instead of aluminum, they say aluminium. But, you know.
Yeah, well, that's why when he said Echo Dub, I was like, wait a minute. But no, it must have been...
Bachelor
Tribal
says,
Buddha.
I don't say that, and I'm from the South.
Why does he say apricot?
Apricot.
I don't know.
Do they say apricot in Philly?
I don't know, but last time I checked, it's not. There's no ape in there. There's an app.
AP.
No, he moved down to Texas from somewhere around Philly.
Oh, he moved to Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. He picked up the drawl. So my friend
Not
Eric...
long ago.
No.
I had a friend, Eric, who I went to grade school with, who had a very Chicago accent, and then he moved to Texas for a couple years, and he came back, and he talked like this, I swear to God. I was like, damn, dude.
How does that happen? Only 2 years
Just-
and he's...
Like 3 years he was down there.
Wow.
He came back with a drawl.
If he's completely enveloped, I can see it. Like, if he went to, like, small town, one horse, fucking single flashing stoplight shit, and he's surrounded by it every day, I can see it, like, osmosively fucking...
It happened to Clown
breathing
Puncher,
in a
too.
little bit.
I
When he
wouldn't
lived in
doubt it.
Kansas, he started saying mayonnaise, which if you're from here, you say mayonnaise. He started saying mayonnaise, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
You know, that's not surprising, 'cause
weird now sometimes. I was like, yeah, you do.
You gotta figure out how many times do people get picked on because of the way they talk when they move somewhere else. So what's the first thing they do?
Mayonnaise.
They adjust the way they speak.
Yeah. Just make sure when you're making my sandwich, put up some mayonnaise on it.
My word.
Mayonnaise with a nasal sound. Mayonnaise.
Bubblegum with grapefruit rhubarb lemonade.
Tim's a crackhead. Don't trust him.
You know, there are certain things that come out of his mouth where I go, you know,
No, he made that yesterday. He said it was good.
I believe you. Not my idea of a kind of bubblegum I want to try, though. Although that is a flavor I feel like I've neglected for a while after I went on a kick with it for quite a while.
Yeah, I need to make one of those. A Bublé gum. A Michael Bublé gum.
It's so good with fucking ice cream. That bubblegum is so good with ice cream.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do that next week.
I think definitely bubblegum next week. is a plan.
I'll join you with bubblegum. Just
I'll do the
make sure
bubblegum
that
thing
we-
next week.
All right, cool. You're not a stoner, so you'll remember.
I was gonna say, one of us will have
Of
to-
all of the people who doesn't remember, it's usually me. And I'm not as... I have the fucking memory of a goldfish, man.
Fuck, I didn't even know what day it was yesterday. Fuck.
Shit. The only reason I know what day it is because I have to punch that shit in on every document I e-sign every fucking day. Because they will not make a click button for it. We want to make sure you're paying attention. Fuck you, just make a click button so that way I don't have to fucking put the date in on 150 documents a day.
Yeah, I have something similar too, but that doesn't stop me from being a brain dead moron.
What's funny though is the second I leave work, I can't tell you what fucking day of the week it is. I know all day long from the second I clock in to the second I clock out. The second I clock out, all that fucking gone.
compartmentalize.
I mean, it does help that I can look down in the corner of my computer screen and it's going to tell me, but...
Oh, I have to do that all the time.
My powdered sugar. Has it gone? Motherfucking powdered sugar, motherfucker.
So it's definitely not tomorrow then. Got it.
Barry. Barry. Yes, so. I need the Huckleberry.
Hey, Paul, we don't have accents up here, eh?
No, I don't think so.
I know so.
Huh, buddy? There sure is a lot of A going up there. Would have thought you guys had fucking mules and shit that you had to feed that to.
If you think Paul and I are bad, go to Newfoundland. You will not understand what language they're speaking.
Newbies are a whole different breed.
Oh, I've talked to a couple people from Newfoundland, and
Oh,
it's
fuck.
fucking terrible. It's almost like there's certain parts of fucking England that are like that, where you can't understand like, there's fucking Cockneys. Jesus
Well, that's where their
Christ.
ancestors are from, that Cockney. That's where they get it.
Oh, is it really? Well,
Oh, yeah.
that explains a lot then. And most of them live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, it's god awful up there. God.
But it's not right there.
There's something weird about the farther east you get in Canada, the fucking accent just gets so terrible.
Oh.
The closer you get to the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, yeah. My mom's family's from Prince Edward Island, smallest province in Canada, right in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And when those Acadian Frenchmen get going, fuck, you can't understand a word. There's like marbles in their mouth. There's just mishmashing English and French and God knows what.
Oh, that's like some of those fucking Cajuns down in Louisiana when they start going
exactly.
that fucking
There you
Cajun
go.
French down there.
And everyone's got the same name. I went to go visit some of my relatives buried in the cemetery, a huge cemetery down there. Walk in and everywhere you look, same last name on the tombstones. How the fuck am I going to find anybody?
You're on a long walkabout. That's what that is.
Oh, yeah. No, I found this old lady in the church. And she pulled up the registry and led us around.
It's funny, I had a hard time finding my old man's grave. When I finally went to go see it after this last summer, I hadn't been to his gravesite since we buried him in 2012, so it'd been 10 years. I couldn't find it because there were so many people with my last name in this fucking cemetery that I must have been... I walked for like 30 minutes up and down trying to find him. And finally, I got lucky. The guy who fucking manages the cemetery and keeps it clean was out there. Who are you looking for? I'm not really looking for a who. I'm looking for a headstone. The who is no longer there. Apparently, his little Christian Ash didn't think it was quite as funny as I did. But, you know. At least I know my old man would have laughed.
Yeah, I replaced the headstone on my dad's plot in 2014 on the 100th anniversary of his birth. He was an old man when he had me, and he died when I was a baby.
So you're saying that's my goal in life. Make sure I have one kid while I'm really fucking old. Probably not. I can't deal with the one I have now, and I'm still young enough to deal with them. Oh, good God, hippie. I can only imagine that. Because some of the ones we had come to Fort Polk after Katrina were fucking wild, too.
All over the flavor, it's on the shelf down there. Alright, I need crisp waffle and I need black currant. And we're good.
Tim, don't even joke about that.
Waffle.
You sure about the Dave?
Yeah, we joked that Cassie's my daughter. Were that true, I'd move to Thule, Greenland. There we go.
Time to get that passport in order. Work on that green card.
Cooking now. Oh, what do we have?
Oh, I bet, Tim.
Alexa, flavor lamp turquoise. Thanks, baby. I don't have a bottle anywhere.
Peach pine cream.
What's
What'd
that?
you say? I said
Alexa,
peach pine cream.
change
Say,
the
you
voltage
need
on
a bottle?
Adam's lamp to 600 volts.
This one work for you, Adam?
Headphones on.
That one work for you?
Yes, please.
No.
I have
Can't get it through there. Tried.
my amber glass ones. I just need to rinse one out.
Those type of bottles, though, TJ, are so tippy. Fuck, they annoy the fuck out of me.
What do you mean it's tippy? These things are
It's
flat-bottomed as shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's tall and narrow, right?
Yeah, they're fairly tall. I guess if you've got Parkinson's while you're doing it and you accidentally hit the bottle, it's gonna fucking tip over, yeah. I mean, but you know.
Alrighty then.
Your hand seems pretty steady there. I don't know why you would have to worry about that. Or do you have something?
Like 10
Or is it-
mugs of coffee a day.
So you're saying, so it's steady as a rock, but you shoot with this hand?
That's right.
Oh, Jesus. In case somebody wasn't here earlier, link is in the description below for the Mrs. fundraiser for Easter, and also my PayPal for bikes. There's a list on her little fundraiser page there to donate or buy bikes. Whatever you want to do, feel free. Like I said, sometime middle of next month, I will get fresh and we will be having a Saturday Wishing Well style show to blast out some fundraising for the bike benefit here. And goal is 20. If you want to buy a bike, buy a bike. Send it to me. If you need my address, let me know and I will DM it to you. And you don't have to buy a bike off the list. If you find one cheaper, by all means do so. Because that's what we do. I fucking clearance shop bikes in order to get as many as we possibly can. Although there are a few times where I go, that's a cool fucking bike. I wish I had that when I was a kid and I'd buy it anyways. Then I go, well, fuck, now I have to cut corners on one of these really little kids' bikes. But they're really little, so they'll outgrow them in a year or two. No big deal. And if they're going to a house where parents can't afford it, that brand new bike would be really nice no matter what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's where all those bikes go. They don't go to kids who don't need them. They go to the underprivileged children. And hopefully that new the new social worker that is on our side of the bridge is ready, because I don't think she seemed ready when we gave her that donation the other day. Not with that tiny ass car she had. It's like, I think you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We don't have anything this weekend, do we?
We have a break. 1 week break.
Yep.
UFC I needed a week to get the Spring Grand Prix ready. I took a week off this week.
Did you get that created yet?
No, I've got to update the event list. I'm waiting because they keep dropping UFC 300 announcements. I'm waiting for them to actually update the fucking event list for the first quarter.
Yeah, that would be nice. Considering some of the stupid fuckery they've added to 300 now makes me even less interested in what's supposed to be a great show.
That's what I said in the fucking chat the other day. They are sweeping the fucking gutters trying to make this thing into something, man. And they're not doing a good job.
No, and considering I just read that Aspinall tried to get Stipe to fucking sign for 300 and Stipe declined.
Told him no. Told him wait your turn, kid.
Last time I checked, that kid has a belt and you don't got shit. You should be
Not to
asking for a
mention-
turn.
Stipe was in that kid situation, stuck holding the fucking interim strap, waiting for the actual champ to fucking fight him at one point in time. So to see him turn around and do that shit to the next kid up is a shitty fucking move, in my opinion.
Yep.
Like, he was stuck in that exact scenario, so he more than most knows how much bullshit that is, and now he's gonna do it to the next guy because he wants his fucking ride off into the sun moment.
Yeah, he's gonna ride off into the sun, alright. Either way, he's gonna end up fucking not winning the belt.
That's why everybody hates old guys who don't quit when they should, because they do shit like this, and you fucking.
And don't get me
living to be
wrong,
the epitome of it.
he was one of the most dominant heavyweight champions the UFC's ever seen. But to hold up the whole
So
fucking
Frankie came
division, nah.
Frankie came along, shook up his apple cart, and he could never get fucking everything back since then, and he refused to let go.
Tim, no, it was a little Volkswagen Jetta. And there's no way she's picking up bikes in that. At all. She might get one or two in the back seat, and that'll be about it. No bike rack on top, so I can't say I'm going to strap something to the top for her either. She said, well, my husband's got a truck. Well, you better fucking make sure you can use it the day that I tell you need to get this shit out of my fucking house.
She can rent bike racks, so she could rent a couple of racks, one on the roof, one on the back, so it'd be about 8 bikes.
Yeah, she'd only have to make like fucking 4 trips then.
So she's only looking at a half dozen turnaround trips. It'd be all right.
So, I mean, if we can break the 30 mark this year, I'll be a happy camper.
Fuck yeah.
I don't expect to double it like we did last year to go from 13 to 26. But I would like to break the 26 mark this year.
27 is doable. 52 is a big jump, but I think 30 is probably more than
That's
Hey.
a lot of bikes to assemble.
So last year we had a couple of my neighbors helping. There was 4 of us out in the driveway putting together bikes. So they all know what they're for, so they all come and pitch in. And in fact, one of the pictures she has up on there, you can see 2 of my neighbors fucking. Well, you can see Don in his leather gloves, and then my neighbor that lives next door. You can't tell it's Don. All you can see is his leather gloves, and I only know because of his frame. Yeah, there's still fucking snow on the ground when we were putting those together. But I think it topped out at like 35 that day, so it wasn't bad. Besides, now I've got that nice patio heater. I just turn the fucking patio heater on while I'm out there. My hands get a little cold. Stick them up under the fire for a minute, and good to go.
Nice, nice.
Picking business.
Crazy weather we're getting. God knows what's going to be on the ground from day to day.
I have no fucking clue. We're back in the 30s and supposed to be in the 40s this weekend.
We
Which
got
is
freezing rain coming down right now. So if I disappear, you know why.
It looks like it's snowing outside. That's fog.
Yeah, that's how it is here too.
Jesus.
It looks like snow coming down. That's fog
Yeah,
outside my fucking house right now.
It's a thick fucking hazy fog out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no fog that I can see, because I can see across the street still, and it's fucking dark, so. And I say across the street, I mean through the neighbor's yard and into the street across. It's just funny. I know all of the neighbors that are on this side of my house, towards the front of my house, on the back. I only know one. And that's only because his fucking grandson is like 3. always seems to wander in our yard to come play on Liam's trampoline and fucking his swing set. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. It's kids being kids.
Right.
But no, if your kid gets hurt while he's over here, I'm not opening a claim on my homeowner's insurance. You can suck a dick.
Like a big bag of dicks.
That's right.
Suck
A
a bag
big
of
old
dicks, suck a
fat
bag
one.
of suck a bag of dicks, suck a bag of dicks. Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a bag of dicks, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a bag of dicks. Crispy donut, 0.31 grams.
Yeah, we're supposed to get ice all night, freezing rain all night, then calm for about 18 hours, then back to the same shit right through Friday.
They think winter's over here. The whole next 2 weeks forecast is all like upper 50s, lower 60s and shit.
Oh man, I'd kill for that. I'd kill for that because I'm looking at another 4 months of misery.
After going
Yeah,
down to
we're
fucking
usually
negative
until
30s
about
last
April.
week, yeah, I'm done with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're usually winter until mid to end of April. Sometimes not even till the beginning of May.
Yeah. Oh no, many times you get that last punch when you get 3 feet of snow.
Fuck, what was that? 4 years ago or 5 years ago now? The one year me and Jackie went and stayed in Detroit, and we stayed over 2 nights in a hotel down there for that fucking vape expo. As we're coming back, they got piss pounded with like 3 feet of snow here over the course of like 48 hours.
Wow.
I was like, God damn. Thank God I have nice neighbors, because they fucking cleared out our driveway, did our sidewalks. Yeah. But now every time that there's a big snowstorm coming, are you guys leaving for the weekend? Because I feel like it would be your fault if you were leaving for the weekend and we got blasted with snow again.
Oh yeah, but the difference there is that you're up in fucking northern Wisconsin, and I live on the fucking Mason-Dixon line, and it was negative 30 fucking wind chills for a week.
Oh, cry me a river. Build a bridge and get the fuck over it.
I was supposed to be part of South. We ain't supposed to get that type of bullshit down here.
I laugh because I got a friend down in Alabama they got a good bit of snow. Like, she had a sheet pan out from her kitchen, and she was sledding down her driveway on a fucking sheet pan, because they don't sell snow sleds down there. And what's funny is, she's from fucking Hawaii.
Oh God, poor
That's
lady.
even better. That's even better.
'Cause they're so screwed when they get snow down south. I mean, I was in Florida once and I was watching the news, and Atlanta got an inch of snow and people were stuck on the highway for 24 hours.
I remember that year, because my old man was coming up here, because that was right around the Christmas time frame.
Yep.
And he was driving up through Atlanta when they got all of that. He said like 4 cops pulled him over on the way through Atlanta. He's like, I'm from fucking Wisconsin. I'll be fine in
Right.
1 inch of snow
We're
on
good.
the highway.
Yeah. This ain't shit. We're good.
Yeah, inch of snow. I don't even clean the car. I let it blow off.
Right? Yeah, the highway will take care of that.
I fucking walked to Dollar Tree in a goddamn blizzard.
Yeah,
4:30 in the morning.
was it the fucking company I work for now? They've
Also, during the
never
pandemic, by the
closed
way.
their doors, like, for any snowstorm. They've closed early one time, but never been closed because of weather. Like, a lot of businesses will close sometimes with weather. Nah, not the company I work for. Fuck you. Go to work.
And they're based out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, if
Yeah,
they're based out of
it's funny.
Florida, you know.
Well, their home base is actually Minnesota, but it's fucking literally parallel to us on the fucking map, so.
Same difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Falling in the same longitudinal line. You're fucked.
I mean, I can only remember maybe 3 times in elementary school ever shutting down the schools, and that was like, you know, we had like 5 feet of snow. Like you couldn't.
Yeah.
It went up to the top of the mailboxes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I grew up in Chicago. I remember fucking winters when we literally would walk through a tunnel. You wouldn't see daylight from the time you left your fucking stairs and walked into the snow to the time you walked to the fucking corner of the block, and there was a fucking street. Like, you were just walking in fucking snow tunnels for 10 minutes down the goddamn block, and there would be little trails off the fucking houses and trails broken off to go to the fucking street this way, but yeah, they didn't fucking care.
No, I think the only times I ever remember them canceling school when I was a kid growing up in Wisconsin was there had to be sheets of ice on the ground. I mean, enough ice to where you could ice skate down the fucking middle of the road, sheets of ice.
Right.
Or you had to get like 2 feet in fucking wee hours of the between midnight and like 7 a.m. when the buses would run. Otherwise, they wouldn't fucking cancel. Fuck, they canceled my son's school the other day, and we didn't get any of the weather they were expecting. Those motherfuckers could have been in school all fucking day.
They
But
shut down all the schools around here last week for literally an inch of snow. Like,
Oh,
an
dear.
actual inch of fucking snow.
then the following weekend, we get 13 inches of snow starting on Friday. They send them home early. I'm like, really? You motherfuckers.
I watched fucking school buses up in Alaska with fucking chains on them, fucking Tokyo drifting around fucking subdivisions, still come to the corner, stop, drop 3 fucking kids off, fucking chains spin underneath the tires automatically, and they take right the fuck off and keep on going. They give zero shits about snow.
Fast and Furious.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
laughed. My
True, Fast and Furious.
My brother was worried
True,
because
true.
down in Austin, they signed for their house last week, fucking Tuesday on the 16th. They had some really shitty weather down there, like possible snow, and they were worried about their fucking the goddamn title company not being fucking open to go sign for their house and to wait to have to sign for their house longer.
They get some crazy weather down there, though.
Well,
I was in Houston on business, and they were getting rain. I didn't think, well, big deal, it's raining. Everyone fucking panicking. And I look out the window, it's like Noah's Ark. The water was just fucking coming up like a dam burst, you know? It turned out all of Houston's cement. It doesn't absorb water, or it's clay. So
yeah,
it's like,
and they do not have good storm drainage.
oh
I was gonna
my
say, their
God.
drainage notoriously sucks. Yeah.
What's
Yeah, a
that?
couple years back, UFC went to fucking Houston, and that situation happened during the UFC being there, and there was like epic fucking floods and people fucking posting videos of not being able to get out of their hotels and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
There were
fuck,
sirens
when-
going off, and then, what's going on? It's raining.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
when Hurricane Rita came through, it hit part of Louisiana, but then went up into Houston. Fucked Houston all up because they couldn't deal with all the fucking water. Like, the winds weren't bad, but it was the amount of fucking water that drenched the place that fucked them.
Nowhere to go. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all these shipping channels that come up from the Gulf to Houston, and they just fucking storm surge.
No. That's a fun
I know
town to
that.
play in, though, Houston.
There's a big Dow facility. It was a bunch of chemical facilities, but the Dow facility at Baytown, I think it's called, that went down during that. Another facility I bought from in Beauport, Texas?
Beaumont?
Beaumont, yeah. It looked like an ocean. Look, seriously, it looked like an ocean. I'd been there like a couple of months before.
Beaumont is one of the most racist fucking towns I've ever been in. Or no, not Beaumont. Excuse me, not Beaumont. Jasper, Texas, which is just outside of Beaumont. And it's fucking terrible. I remember, I forget who I was with because I was stationed on Fort Polk. Me and a bunch of buddies, we were going to Houston to go to a Pepper concert. And as we're just driving, we stop in fucking Jasper to grab a fucking bite to eat at whatever fucking restaurant. So there's me, a dude who looks like he's fucking Mexican, but he's just that fucking tan, and a black guy. Right? Because, you know, quintessential military, doesn't matter who the fuck you are, they're your family, whatever. The guy behind the counter of this Arby's, I'm not going to serve you guys. Excuse me? He says, I'll serve you, but I'm not serving your Mexican and your other and derogatory racial term he throws out there. Like, what the fuck?
I would have pulled the guy over the counter.
It almost happened. By me. Not by my buddies. My buddies were like, no. Like, fuck that dude. He's a piece of shit. And somebody from behind us, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. And that started a fight. And then that was it. So we beat a bunch of people's asses and left.
Well, come on, you're serving your country and you got this fucking cracker treating you like that. I would have pulled him right over the counter. Right over the counter.
Yeah.
Back when I was young, oh yeah, for sure.
The
Wouldn't
one
thought
guy's
twice.
ass that we laid out, I'll never forget this. He had a shirt on that said Jasper Drag Club. They don't have a drag racing strip in fucking Jasper, Texas. He's referring to what those idiots did with that fucking truck fucking a couple of decades ago.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Type of fucking shit they would take pride in, yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like,
Oh,
that's not
man.
acceptable. I was like, you get an extra kick while you're down.
Everything is bigger in Texas, including the scumbags.
Yeah, like, there's still some... Like, I expect that out of a super small town, but Jasper isn't super small. Like, I expect that out of a super small town in certain parts of the South. Because there's certain parts of the South that still have signs that say, if you're not white, don't be here after dark on the way in.
Fuck off. But you know what? Let's be fair. Racism is a human scourge. You'll find it anywhere.
Yeah, you really
But this-
will, but it's...
To see a sign like that, I would have backed over the sign.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what color you are. You're still an asshole to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm an equal opportunity fuck you person.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're cool, we can be cool. If
Yeah,
you're not,
race or
fuck you.
gender. An asshole's an asshole. I don't care
Exactly.
what the fuck you are.
Exactly.
Yep. They're all assholes and they all stink. Some just stink more than others.
Yeah. God.
Man, it was a fucking terrible thing. Although, after we left there, we did go over to Beaumont and grab something to eat. And then went to our concert. Then had to get a hotel because I drank too much and I couldn't drive all the way back to Fort Polk because it was like a 3.5 hour drive from Houston to fucking Fort Polk. Something like that.
God.
Totally worth it.
Fuck, you see the side of that NATO exercise going on right now? Oh boy. That size exercise is back. That's from my day in the Cold War. 90,000. Fuck, that's big.
Yeah.
That's a demonstration more than a display, I would think.
And then, what was it? They just... Then I think Sweden just got added to the NATO console too, if I saw that.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
well,
joining
Turkey
in.
fast
It
rifle.
hasn't been finalized yet, but they're joining in on exercise. So
Yeah,
that says a lot.
fast-tracked them through.
yeah, the normally impassive countries joining in.
Yeah.
There is something to be said there.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the last big exercise I went on was a NATO exercise, simulated Russian invasion of Finland, and that was fucking big. And this thing dwarfs that. So
Oof.
yeah, so we're right back into the Cold War.
I didn't do simulated ones. I only did real ones.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't.
I think I much would have rather have the simulated variety.
No kidding.
Sounds right.
Oh, can't laugh about it. Fuck.
No.
Be way too depressing not to. Oh.
My worry is there's no leaders left that were alive during World War II. That saw the horror of a general war, you know, and that's scary. They'll blunder into another one. Watch.
Oh, yeah. Well, because, you know, they're going to forget the past and they're doomed to repeat
That's
it
right.
at that point.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that is a large part of the entirety of the fucking world now.
Yep.
Because they're removing shit from history classes. They're fucking...
Yep.
Like, it might not be something you want to learn about, but you need to just so that way you don't make the
Exactly.
same fucking mistake.
Yeah. My mom told me my dad's family was in London during the Blitz.
Oh God,
And that's something. That is something.
I can only fucking imagine that.
Oh, yeah. And even my mom was, what, 13 or 14 during the war, World War II, and they had to have blackout curtains on the house because the Nazi U-boats were using the lights on shore to navigate in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And they sunk a troop ship within sight of Prince Edward Island.
That's yeah. I'm glad I didn't live through that part of it. Like, don't get me wrong, saw some shit I didn't want to see, but something like that's a whole different fucking level.
Yeah.
When the entirety of the fucking world is involved, you know. And
And I think
the worst part of it now is the type of munitions that there are available now.
yeah. Yeah, we're not
Fucking
fucking
just
around
doom the
anymore.
whole goddamn world if something like that pops off. Because one idiot's gonna go fuck it and press the button.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It takes a lot less than people think. You know, 100 megaton weapons going off. That's it for everybody, regardless of where it happens.
Yeah.
You know, India Pakistan exchange, the whole world fucked.
And somebody's stupid enough out there to do it. We just gotta make sure that they don't do it. That's why if you live in a democratic fucking place, vote. Even though sometimes that ain't gonna help you either, though.
No.
So,
It just, you know what? If you look at the history books, World War II was a complete blunder. It was a complete accident. Some yo-yo gets fucking assassinated, and it led to a war. You know?
yep.
And we've got all these little pockets of war all over the place that could lead to one big fucking shit show.
Cats are on crack.
Well, shit. Wars are mainly caused by like 4 different things: religion, women, money, fucking land. Right now, there's a lot of those in play right now.
Addy, I was in a church courtyard in France, and the bullet holes were still in the stone wall for where the Nazis executed partisans, the resistance fighters.
In Schofield Barracks in Hawaii, one of the barracks I lived in, still had bullet holes in it. Because that's where they flew through to bomb Pearl Harbor, and on the way, they shot up the barracks at Schofield Barracks. And those were all still in there because they were of historical value.
Yeah.
In fact, when they said we were getting new barracks when we came back, they weren't talking about new barracks, they just gutted them. And fucking put in new rooms and shit like that. Which, don't get me wrong, it was a lot nicer than what the fuck we were staying in, because I didn't have to wax my floor anymore, because they actually gave me carpet. But fuck.
Those old World War II era barracks, I've stayed in a few of those up here in the fucking hell on earth. They fuck you, freeze your nards off in the winter and burn up in the summer.
And thank God in Hawaii it was fairly decent temperature all year long, so you didn't die. You know, a thick ass fucking brick and goddamn concrete, and just stayed cool all year long.
If you ever have a chance, go up to Vimy Ridge in France. The whole, like, it's the size of it, I don't know, 10 football fields, more even. And it's just as if the war ended, World War I. They left all the foxholes are all there, the trench system, the tunnels.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's something to see.
It's crazy to think that there's still stuff like that out there that somebody hasn't come through and fucked up yet.
It's cool. I walked all through it, visited all the Canadian cemeteries there. It was interesting.
One of these days I'll get to traveling again, but probably not going to be anytime soon.
The shell craters, I shit you not, you could drop a city bus in them and you wouldn't see the bus.
Good God.
Crazy. When the Canadians took that ridge, they fired 2 million shells.
Holy shit.
That's just the Canadians. The British tried and failed. The French tried and failed. It was only the Canadians that took it. But when you see the pictures of the devastation, you can't imagine. You can't imagine. Some of those towns there was just outline of foundations. That's all there was left.
Yeah. Stuff is wild.
And then when you see, I walked through some of the Canadian military cemeteries, and they didn't much care about how old you were, right? There was 14, 15-year-old soldiers buried there.
Oh, yeah, and at that time, there was a lot of people that were faking documents to get into military.
And they were farm boys, right? So they were like
Yeah.
6 feet tall anyways. They were like monsters. But,
Corn-fed
yeah.
from Nebraska.
Whenever they could bowl them. I mean, fuck. You can watch. Back, even going all the way back to fucking like the Civil War, even people were, with the American Civil War, people were fucking trying to join the military before they were legally able to.
Oh, yeah.
Forging
And they probably got in.
A lot of them
probably got
did.
in.
Sorts of
Yeah.
Civil War cemeteries or Civil War battlefields around here that are all still historically preserved and shit. And it just feel like you could feel the fucking presence of fucking history when you stand
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like, it soaks into you and you get instant fucking goosebumps. Just the reverence
Oh, yeah.
of understanding what took place where you're standing. It's a weird fucking feeling, man.
Like when I went over there, I've been over there a bunch of times, but this time when I was going to the different historic sites, I just went. I didn't know where I was going. I just drove in a direction. And one day I came across an American cemetery right near, I guess it would have been Omaha Beach, right near there. And there was 5,500 soldiers buried there. And it was I want to say July 6th, right? And the locals had put a single red rose in front of every single grave marker. So there's 5,500 red roses on the ground next to every single marker. And to stand there in that cemetery with the symmetry of all the headstones, unbelievable. Like you stand there and you just like awe.
That shit'll take your breath away.
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went to Arlington National Cemetery. That one was hard to walk through.
Yeah.
That one was hard to walk through. Like,
A little different when you know what it means.
Yeah.
yeah. It was like, and the only reason I ended up going there as an adult was because I was stationed in D.C. for a while. I was working at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. So I was like, well, I haven't been since because I went there as a kid, because I remember going, when I would go to travel with my dad, we'd be in that area, so he'd take me up there and explain things. And when I was a kid, I didn't really fucking pay attention or didn't mind much. But as an adult, that place hits way different. And I was like, even going to the Vietnam Memorial Wall, that's a heartbreaker.
No kidding. Yeah. If you Google Vimy Ridge Memorial, that's probably the most impressive war memorial I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. This thing is just something to see. And my wife's, I don't know how, it's a relative. He was killed there, and his name's on there. And but it's the main part of it. The statue probably, I don't know, 75 feet high, something like that. It's unbelievable. And to imagine the butchery that went on there, I just can't fathom to go through something like that. I mean, there's times there where the Allies would tunnel under the enemy lines and just pack it full of like 10 tons of high explosives and just let that go. And man, it was just carnage. I hope we never see anything like that again.
Oh, that shit was way more wild and way more way closer in relativity than they are even when I was in. You didn't see that guy. Then you definitely saw them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. That's a little rough to handle right now, Paul. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a big hoof.
So the ruckus that the Shaniqua was causing in the living room, I can only assume because of previous incidents. that she was playing with my shoelace on my Chuck Taylors in there because my shoe was like way on the other side of the fucking house. And what happens is because her claws are sharp, she goes to pull the shoe and the whole shoe comes with her, and she tries to run away from it, and it like follows her. It's just like fuck, 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 fuck. And she like makes the fucking Scooby-Doo sound.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. When my cats get stuck in grocery bags, all hell breaks loose.
Oh my god.
Any animal that gets caught in something and it freaks them out is fucking funny to me.
Yeah, they have no idea what to fucking do. It's like their brain shuts off or goes into overdrive. It's just like
Faster.
yeah. You need to calm the fuck down so I can get you
What do
out
I
of
do?
there.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Not even fight or flight. It's just flight. Pampered ass house cats.
Yeah, they're spoiled.
Mine are, for sure.
Oh, and fat. Oh my god,
I only have one fatty.
they're all fat except for one. They're all precious. Little puppy one. So me.
Oh, my wife was laughing because our fucking cat's tree is right over here on the other side of the desk. I'll stand there and put my elbows on it, and the cat will walk around my shoulders like a fucking lap. And then yesterday, she decided for some fucking reason that she had that one wild hair that she needed, and she got to the middle of my back, and she Jack Sparrowed down the fucking sail, down my whole fucking back with just one fucking claw, and I have a single fucking like bloodline because she fucking cut into me all the way down my entire back from my shoulder to my fucking hip where she jumped.
Yep.
You crazy bitch!
My little cat Raven did that to me one time, right across my fucking chest, and got like the fucking nip too. I was like, just a red line across my chest. I looked like I was fucking in a sword fight or something.
Yeah. That shit's itchy as fuck too after.
It was.
Ooh. All that
Yes.
good litter and stuff, all that good poop and pee.
It was not
Immediately,
fun.
she was like, my wife was immediately like, "Oh, we're gonna have to clean that. That's bleeding." I was like, I kind of figured it would be. That stung a little, so I knew that she got a hold of me.
Big dumbass. You got your
Yeah.
big dummies.
I swabbed with peroxide. Didn't feel nice.
We did fucking alcohol swabs to make sure, that good.
Yeah, now I have alcohol all the time. The good shit.
And an hour later, she was literally laying on the back of my chair sleeping.
Must be nice. No repercussions. I do what I
was
want.
like, I was like, you motherfucker, you're lucky you're adorable.
Yeah, you guys are all living here rent free, eh?
Yep.
Just cause all the
Yeah,
chaos and
that's
carnage
for
I want,
sure.
and you won't do shit about it.
Yep, and then just go back to being adorable and no punishment.
Just big eyes, guys. Big eyes.
Right?
One of them fucking ran into my foot so hard a couple nights ago in the dark. I still don't know which one. I think it was Violet because she's more solid. She's thicker. But it hurt my foot. That's how hard I fucking like kicked her. And I didn't even kick her. She ran in, like she just bolted because she didn't know which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? And just right into the foot and then scurried upstairs. But I mean, I felt it. It hurt my foot. Jeez, calm the fuck down. You've been here for like a long ass time now, man. Like
Long enough,
I don't
yeah.
wanna hurt you. I want to love you and pet you.
I have cats that still do that after 13 years.
Yeah, that's why I think it was Violet, because she's, like I said, heavier and also a little more skittish. Although she's way less than she used to be. She used to live under a couch for weeks. Now she fucking chills on top of the couch and bird watches and shit. I go up to her and give her a pet, and the butt goes in the air. She's like, "Yep, right there." Mm-hmm. I'm like, "See, for 2 weeks you missed out on this, dumbass. I had to give you treats under a couch." She would hiss at me when my hand would go under there. real long, extended mouth, wide fucking open like a snake.
Yeah.
What a mean hiss Violet does. That's why I used to call her Violent instead of Violet. Turns out the other one is the bully. She's the one who starts the fights all the time and gets stuck on shoelaces. Everyone just wants to fucking eat and sleep like a cat. She's your classic cat. Lazy as fuck.
Well, it's that time. I'm gonna call it. We've all got things to do. Unfortunately, no kicky punchies tomorrow. You'll have to wait until next week, Thursday, to get your update on the terrible fuckery that was the last card. But you'll have plenty of shitty news to go with it next week. And I say shitty loosely because it's news, but there's some shitty shit in there. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Love y'all. Again, one last time before we go. There's a link down in the description below that goes to the Mrs. Fundraising page for Easter donations. She does have some stuff on there for bicycles under the Walmart and the Amazon links. If you want, you can always send donations directly to me. I did put my PayPal address down there, so you can PayPal me if you want. If you want to wait it out, feel free, because we are going to be doing it, like I said, one of those wishing well type shows here in February. And that's when we'll make the big push for it. Goal is more than 27 bikes. If bikes start showing up randomly at my house, I have no problem. If you want to send a bike directly, because you want to order it online and just have it shipped to me, let me know. I'll DM you my address. Other than that, don't forget to advocate. Not for yourselves, not for any of us up here. Those sorry sons of bitches that are still on the stinkies. Need to keep a viable option alive for them. You don't want to end up like the Bogan and have to move to fucking Europe. That's all I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, Europe's not a bad place, but I don't want to fucking leave if I don't have to.
Gonna leave his motherland.
That's it. But we'll be back next week for sure, because like I said, this starts that whole push of bikes thing, so we're gonna fucking push. And being as next week is the end of January, that push starts to get real. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks in total. I'm going to probably call it 6 weeks, though, so that way I have time to get additional bikes and all of that, and have time to put them together before Easter. So we'll call it about a month and a half worth of pushing for the bikes here. But love y'all. See y'all next week. Anybody got an idea of a song they want to go out on?
I just want to say, I'm not a muggle, gizzards do. Full blood.
I thought you were Dobby-ish. I thought somebody gave you a sock.
Me mom and me dad, wizard and witch.
Alright. In that case, I guess, Giz is here, so we should do Blister in the Sun, right?
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Alright. Send them out with that. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Bye.
Yep.
It is.
When I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. Well, I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Party beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. exhausting sheets. I don't even know why. My dear friend, she's at the end. She is starting to cry. When I'm walking, I struggle,